Hello and welcome back to the CFC Talk podcast. It's been a while. I'm your host, Mohammad Soleja, if you don't remember. Before we get into this video, I just want to quickly say, make sure to follow all of our social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok for the latest content on the transfer news. And if you've been following us there, you'd know Ousmane Dembele is very close to signing his contract with Chelsea FC on a free transfer. Of course, it's a gamble that I spoke about, which is a perfect gamble to take for Chelsea FC, actually, for a free transfer for someone like Ousmane Dembele, who's still young and who actually wants to be at Chelsea as well, it seems like. And he's worked with Tuchel in the past at Borussia Dortmund. So it'll be an interesting move over the coming weeks, whether we do sign him or not. But under Todd Boehly, we could be spending quite a lot this summer. Coming back to the current Chelsea squad at the moment, Callum Hudson-Odoi, who hasn't had a lot of minutes this season, specifically because he got an injury in the Luton game in February, I think, or the start of March. It was an Achilles injury, which he hasn't still recovered from. Tuchel keeps saying that he wants Callum Hudson-Odoi to stay. So the question right now is, should Callum Hudson-Odoi stay at Chelsea or not? And firstly, I just want to rule out any chances of him being sold, because clearly Tuchel does like his style of play, whether it is at Callum Hudson-Odoi's preferred position of right wing or as a right wing back. With Callum Hudson-Odoi, it's a tricky situation because Chelsea's got an overload of wingers at the moment at the club. I was going to say Alonso, but with Pulisic being there, with Werner sometimes playing on the wings as well, Hakim Ziyech as well, and then with Dembele coming in as well, it will become a tricky situation. And the question that Callum Hudson-Odoi will have is, how much time will I get on the pitch? The time that he got, I think it was 15 to 16 starts in the Premier League. He did get 3 assists. I think he got 4 goals overall. So it wasn't bad. And think of it in a way where he didn't skip, but he missed out on 19 opportunities since he got injured right at the end of Feb. And since then, Chelsea had 19 games on the calendar still to play. And it's surprising to see when we talk about the key passes in a game and we talk about the consistency of the passes, or the pass successful percentage. He was better than anyone on the pitch, any winger on the pitch, I should say. So clearly he's got some skills that should keep him in this Chelsea squad. And he seems like someone who's keen on learning, who tries to improve game in, game out, week in, week out. And he's been doing that at Chelsea so far. So there is no clear need to sell him to maybe Bayern, who've been interested in the last couple of years, or someone else, who might want him as a permanent winger. The question, or the concern that he has, or that we have as fans, is how much time will he get on the wings? And it's still unclear. And as I said, there's so much that Tuchel can do, since he's got to rotate between players, especially with Dembele coming in. I'm sure, if he comes in, he won't be a second choice. He will be told that he will be first choice. So does it mean we sell one of our other wingers? Does it mean one of our other wingers gets sidelined? Are we talking about Ziyech being sidelined or Pulisic being sidelined? Someone has to make space, because currently with the formation that we play, it's more of a two positions where Callum Hudson-Odoi can play, essentially, and in which there's also Mount, who kind of plays in the right wing spot, or in the front three, I should say, depending on what formation we put out. Should we loan him? That's the biggest part. If we do loan him, where do we loan him as well? And clearly there haven't been enough talks at the moment of where he wants to go or where he should go. In my opinion, I think, honestly, if Tuchel can't assure minutes for him, and which I'm hoping he doesn't do that, because I want to really see Callum Hudson-Odoi develop at Chelsea. We do say that, knowing that he's only 21 years old, onto his 5th season in the Chelsea first team, or his 5th season. I don't think that's full time, though. I think he had a couple of appearances, went back into the academy team during his starting years. But 5 seasons at Chelsea, and it's a tricky situation where we don't want to loan him to a club with an option to buy, because we know he will impress them, and no club wants him just for a year-long loan, knowing that Chelsea do want him back. So I think it's about time we promote him into that first, not first, just the first team, but keep him a priority at the club. Hakim Ziyech kind of getting to his 30s. We're no longer going to offer him anything more than a year, I think, unless that changes in this ownership. But under Roman Abramovich, it was pretty clear that anyone above 30 was always going to get a 1-year contract extension, unless it's a special case. And I doubt Hakim Ziyech anytime soon will be getting anything more than just a year on his contract. With Callum HudsonOdoi, it's a situation like Billy Gilmour and Conor Gallagher, I would say, because we've got so many midfielders still at the club, still at Chelsea, that we've had to kind of get them out of the club to get them minutes, and it has paid off. Billy Gilmour played a great, fantastic season at his loan club, and then Conor Gallagher as well. Crystal Palace were really impressed by him. I think he's also nominated for the PFA Young Player of the Year. So it would be key and critical to give Callum HudsonOdoi the minutes that he deserves this season. And clearly he's shown that he deserves those minutes. And in my opinion, if he is sold or if he is loaned out, I think he should be given to a EPL team or someone in the bottom of the EPL, or the Premier League actually, or a championship side. I think that would fit best for him. I don't see Borussia or Bayern or Barcelona, as a matter of fact, because we're taking Dembele from them, or anyone else outside of England looking for a winger who'd come for them for a loan deal, and Chelsea don't sell Callum HudsonOdoi. Clearly, just because if he does get a 20 or 25, 30 goal assists, plus goal assist this season, clearly that should be enough to impress any club in the world to give an offer for Callum HudsonOdoi. But I think Chelsea do want to still give it time. He's only 21. Again, he's got his whole career ahead of him. He hasn't even played for the England first team. He's still deciding whether he wants to play for the England team or the Ghana team. So a lot of things going around in his mind, especially with the World Cup also coming. So it'll be an option of picking England or Ghana to be represented at the World Cup, because surely if he has a banging August all the way to October, I think that is until the break that has been proposed for the World Cup, there is no doubt that one of those teams will be contacting him and asking him to be part of their team in the World Cup. So it's a very important year for Callum HudsonOdoi to prove himself, and I'd like to know you guys' opinion on it, because everyone seems to have a different opinion. There isn't a lot of talk still on the media side of things with Callum HudsonOdoi. He has come back. He's preparing, trying to recover before the team meets up. I think it is scheduled to be right at the first week of July before they head out. So make sure to comment down below what you guys think about the situation, whether you think Callum HudsonOdoi should be at the club, should be sold, how much time should he be given, or if he should be loaned at a club, and which club you would think that who would be interested to take him on a year-long loan and give him back if they don't want that buy-in option. Make sure to follow us for more content like this throughout the transfer window. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Actually, we've got a page on Facebook as well, and TikTok as well, because that's the fastest way for me to get information, rather than making a YouTube video and editing. But make sure to leave a like rating on this, and I'll see you guys next time.